this is a very good sign, my dear brothers and sisters, and this is a sign of the victory of the Palestinians. And it is very evident that the Palestinians, the Gazan people, are winning this conflict. And as I have said a number of times, that this conflict is not the micro conflict that is taking place in Gaza right now. It is a macro conflict. In fact, I believe that it is a clash of civilizations. However, it is very evident that the occupation forces are unable to achieve any of their goals. And even the ground invasion, sometimes they try, sometimes they pull out, sometimes they play tricks with the Palestinians. The Palestinians are aware of their tricks. The occupation lost so many people. Their people are revolting against the occupation government, and now there are so many protests against them. They knew that they are unable to achieve anything, let alone that there are so many areas, so-called Israel, that is now stand still. No education, no business. Many areas the people left completely empty. The business is going down. The situation, the moral of the people there, which is a key point, is to the ground, because they feel that they are losing people, and they have the captives, the prisoners of war. They are unable to free them, and they feel that the whole world is turning against them. The whole dynamic there shows that the Palestinians are winning the conflict. Yes, don't measure, my dear brothers and sisters, we have to be careful. In such conflicts, don't evaluate the situation based on number of casualties. No, look at it in a macro level and look at the possible consequences, and then you will see clearly that the Palestinians are winning. Yes, the pain is very severe. They are losing a lot now. They have lost 10,000 people minimum. Half of them are children, half of the second half are women. So the pain is so strong, let alone the number of injured people, the number of disabled people. And of course, half of the people, or actually most of the people of Gaza, have been displaced, and they are living with no shelter. They are living in these very difficult circumstances. No food, no clean water, no medication, and bombing, carpet bombing on a daily basis, on maybe hourly basis. That is a horrific situation, but they are winning despite that, because as I said, this conflict cannot be evaluated based on the number of casualties. The second point is, now there is a major global shift in the public opinion, in the global public opinion, subhanallah, which is really amazing. Those who used to support the Israeli occupation, they are now shifting against the Israeli occupation, because they are seeing now the reality, and they are calling the Israeli occupation as brutal, savage criminals who have no aim but to kill, because they can see that there is no aim, there is no target of this war that can be achieved except to kill more children. And people now, they see this clearly, and that's why many people used to support them, and now there is a shift, and they are turning to sympathize and to support the Palestinian cause. We have seen many bloggers, many YouTubers, many famous people, many actors. They are now talking against this genocide, and they call it genocide, they call it ethnic cleansing, they call it concentration camp. So this shift, my dear brothers and sisters, is so important. Why? From one angle, it gives support to the Palestinians, and it gives support to their cause, and on the other side, it destroys the moral stand of the occupation forces, if they have any moral stand, and they will lose confidence of their causes. In fact, they will lose confidence of their identity and what they want. Now their worldview is disturbed, and you cannot have a nation with disturbed worldview, with no vision, internal defeat. They see that they don't have a future, and they believe, many of them, many commentators, they believe that the project, the Zionist project in Palestine, has failed.